The starting salary of scientist C or engineer grade C, you know what is the starting salary? 89,000 rupees. And you think IT is the best only option because your parents think so. If you join IT within 2 years, 70% of you will go to Amrit, right? Land of milk and honey. Get lost. It never happens. In US, for each of you, they are paying your company $8,000 and the company is paying you $4,000 per month. And you think, right now, अभी तो mortgage भी खरीदना है, house खरीदना है, गाड़ी खरीदना है. Try to understand where the actual value of life is. Earning whatever amount of money at the age of 23, 24, having the latest car in your garage and at least 2 flats you have booked in KOLKATA doesn't mean you are successful. Successful means till the end part of your life, till the last moment. Why I am saying this? Can you show me a 45, 46, 47-year-old very happy software engineer? Never. Where do they go? That tells you about the quality of life in the IT at present in West Bengal at least. Where almost 5% original work is done and 95% is cut and paste. Cut and paste. Cut and paste. I've seen it. I've seen long here just 500 meters or maybe 1 kilometer. Long rows of people, very young graduates, and the manager moving around. Hey, there is this red things now, red letters. Only take a cut and paste that and put it here. Blue ones you don't have to worry. After we take so many things, we have to use blue things, cut and paste, red things out. And you think you are doing intellectual work? Think about it. See, that's the reason a lot of technical colleges don't call me, but don't take it in that way. Even software, IT can land you in one of these biggest projects. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you give me time, I'll tell you. Saturn, beautiful, 90,000 kilometers wide, 1 to 100 kilometers in thickness, made up of ice crystals and pebbles. 1901, Italian astronomer Giuseppe Piazzi discovered a piece of rock typically 900 kilometers in diameter between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter going around the sun, named it Ceres. People thought a new planet has been discovered, but within a couple of years, 3 more, Pallas, Vesta and Juno, each around 500 kilometers in diameter, were discovered between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter going around the sun. And starting from 1801 till today, 1,000 pieces of rock, 100, 1, 5, 10, 20 kilometers in size have been discovered between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter going around the sun. This picture is a true representation from NASA. Here, each green dot is a discovered asteroid with a name. This is our solar system. Around 5,731 till last year. So imagine our 4 astrologers, 9 planets and sun, 10 fingers, 10 amutis. What will they do? They are all going around the sun now. You have to appease all of them, starting from the tip of your hair to the tip of your toe. Like a Christmas tree, you have to wear amutis and tabis and kobos, right? That tells you what a gigantic cheating is going on in our society in the name of astrological knowledge. Cheating. Can you prove it? No. Can you prove otherwise? It is correct? No. But it's a cheating business. 2 things are responsible for this astrologers to become this. 2 things. 1, fear. I'm in danger. How to get a solution? And nowadays more and more, greed. I do not have the capacity or potential to get this to go up. Shortcut. How will I? Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Why? Get the job set or get the increment. Yeah, give me 600 rupees, let me do the calculation. Yes, 3 months you have to wait. Doesn't matter whether I have the gray matter here to get the job. Somehow. And now politics has got added to that. Yeah. Plus 10 will be your boss. That's the problem. These are all true color pictures of the sky. All true color. You'll say, what nonsense, I don't get to see this every evening. You know why we don't get to see this? Because our eyes have something called perception vision. Within 1/10 of a second, whatever amount of light enters through our pupil falls on the retina, the optic nerve immediately takes them to the back of our eye to create an image. Our eyes cannot integrate light like a CCD chip or a smartphone. If our eyes were like a smartphone with CCD chip, looking in a particular direction for 10 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours, you would have seen every dot in the sky is a star and huge gas clouds. Are all the stars like sun? Forget about all this. Are all the stars like sun? I don't have time. Are all the stars like sun? Answer yes and no. Why yes? Most of the stars are burning hydrogen helium at the core. Why no? Their surface, their initial mass, and their chemical compositions are different. In terms of mass, star can come in the range of 0.08 to 150 times the mass of sun. Sun, what is the mass? 2 followed by 30 zeros. In terms of surface temperature, stars can come in the range of 50,000 to 1800 degrees centigrade. 110 years back, a legendary woman at the Harvard-Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory, Mary Cannon, who has inspected through naked eye 240,000 star images, photographs, and their spectra, created a classification scheme. 100 years, science has totally changed. Nobody can touch a classification scheme. The highest surface temperature star is called O star. Next hot is B star, S star, F star, G star, K star, S star, M star, F star, N star. Right? Sun with a surface temperature of 5,600, 5,700 is a very normal G type of star. O, B, A, F, G, K, M. How will you remember it? A little bit of fun. All astrophysics students are taught this in their graduate school days. Right? Even I also teach. O, B, a fine girl or guy kissed me. You know for it. O, B, A, F, G, K. Right? That's all. See, you are all adults. Life and death of stars. How are stars born? Stars are born from interstellar clouds of gas and dust. What do I mean by the word interstellar clouds of gas and dust? When you look up in the sky between two stars, there is black, nothing. No, that doesn't mean there is nothing. Huge amount of gas is there. We cannot see through our human eye. Right? These are interstellar clouds of gas and dust. You want to see true picture? 1,000 solar system will form out of a single cloud of gas. Not the cloud that you see there. That is third planet atmosphere. 1,000 solar system. You want to see? Wow, right? My friend, let me tell you. 12 to 15 PhDs will come out of one photograph. There are 2.5 million pixels, Mochish-Lokko pixel. Each pixel gives you information. Back-breaking job. A research scholar takes 2 to 2.5 years to understand one photograph. We see it regularly YouTube, Facebook. This greenish blue, oxygen 5, oxygen 6, this blue, neutral hydrogen, yellow, sulfur, black, iron or cobalt, green, zinc or molybdenum, white, titanium. A picture tells a story. You have to be tremendously clever upstairs to do meaningful research in astrophysics. Everybody cannot do. I'll give you an example. Let me ask you one of your ID cards. Suppose it has been issued from the college. You have the photograph, right? ID card. So looking at the photograph, I have to say, hey, what's your temperature? Looking at the photograph. Hey, what's your weight? How long ago you were born? What is inside your body? What is the chemistry? Hey, when will you die? Looking at a photograph, can you tell this? Don't forget, my friend, looking at a photograph of a star, you have to answer all this question. Only the signal of light comes from the star. You cannot bring down a star to your lab, cut it up and put chemical testing and say, this is this. You have to be tremendously clever to massage that electromagnetic radiation and bring out all these physical parameters. It's very hard. Alright. Listening to my lecture, it's energizing, right? I know because I'm doing a lot of drama. But if all of you think that I'm going to study astronomy, it will never happen. I'll give you an idea. There are 22 centers in India, Center for Excellence, who provides PhD in astrophysics and astronomy. And I mean, a couple of their admission board and all that. Let me take my example. 35 years back, 1,800 students applied for a PhD program to an institute called IUCA. Nowadays, nobody probably know. Indian University Center for Astronomy and Astronomy. That was the first product of that. 1,800 students all over India. The cutoff mark for application was 75% in MSc and 75% in BSc. That time getting 75% was tough. Now everybody gets 85, 90, whatever. Okay. 1,800 applied on the basis of the marks. Starting from Madhyamik, Ucha Madhyamik, BSc, MSc or BTech, MTech, 90 were called to Pune for a written test. Morning 9 o'clock, 9 written test. Out of 90, 27 were chosen. First interview. First interview started after lunch, 2:30 to 5:30, 6:30. Out of 27, 9 were chosen for the final interview. The final interview started at 8 o'clock in the evening and ended at 1:30. 2 were chosen out of 9. So out of 1,800, 2. And this continues till today. You have to be very fast. Getting 100%, 9.99% doesn't make any difference. How good you are, how fast you can think, how clever you are, and believe me, my friend, life will be made after that. And just to give you an idea, in my 4.5 years of PhD, including 1 year of graduate school, I could visit 19 countries to give lecture without a single money from Government of India or from my pocket. You get the international invitation. But just to give you an idea, as a research scholar, we used to get at that time 50,000 rupees per year for contingency. That is to buy books, personnel, and if you attend any conferences. First month, the director, a very famous person called Professor Jan Vishnu Alikar, called 2 of us and said, from now on, whichever conference you will be attending, don't spend from your contingency, the institute will say, good. So we buy a lot of books. But then we came to know by the law of CSR and DST, 5 years of whatever book you have bought, after you get your degree, you give those people, it's very bad. So, okay, but still, at the end of my PhD, my boss was also the director, Professor Nanikar said, Devi, he used to call me Devi, my name is Debiprasad. Let me tell you one thing, you have done a good job. Take those 2.5 lakh rupees worth of books with you. It's a person. 2.5 lakh rupees book that time, it's been a library. Now it is not that much. So these are the facilities. I'm talking about 1988. Some of your parents were not born. 1988. Every office, you have a single office room for a research scholar. Every office room has an internet, high speed. Hostel, every room has its attached bathroom with a high speed internet connected to your office. Internet being provided by NCST, National Center for Supercomputing Technology. That time there was no Airtel or Vodafone or something, or Reliance. Facility, but you have to reach them. And believe me, my friend, the other fellow who was selected with me, this is to promote you, was a mechanical engineer from IIT. And do you know on what he did his PhD, and today is one of the directors of one of the leading institutes in the country and the world called Raman Research Institute in Bangalore. He's a Bengali. He did his PhD on quantum cosmology, mechanical engineering. That tells you if you are good, these are not barriers. Every door will open. Every door. Because UGC said that you have to have a postgraduate degree to get a PhD. That's a rule. So he said, okay, I will do Pune University because it was in Pune. So Pune University, no, we cannot accept you. You do not take the classes and all that. How can I? So it was decided he will do the MSc degree, my thesis, and sitting for the final exam without attending one single class. And I'll give you an idea. Since we stayed next door at the hostel, one day I knew that he has to sit for the exam, Pune University, some quantum mech 2. I remember that, but the exam is from 10. 9 o'clock, his door is still closed from inside. So I said, what happened? Oh God, I have slept, yesterday night. I said, your exam. Oh yes, I forgot today's exam, right? In what subject? I know you check. Oh, quantum mechanics too, right? So it took him half an hour to dress and shower. Went there and stood fast. He also had a lot of girlfriends. He married his own girlfriend when he was PhD. Don't think, no. This guy is asking us to be a celebrity. No. Nothing to do with that. No. If you do whatever you do properly, with correct time management, you can succeed. Time management is the best thing you have to understand. This is the time I study 110%. This is the time I'm having fun 110%. Don't think of studies when you are having fun, and when you are studying, don't think of the fun that is waiting. Compartments. If you can do it from this age, I 100% guarantee I may die within another 5-10 years, but you'll realize my words, you'll definitely be successful in your own way. Compartmentalize. My girlfriend didn't like me, so what a poor life, let me cry and forget about everything. Or my father said, what are you doing? क्या बेटा क्या कर रहे हो? 10 लाख 15 लाख साल में दे रहा हूँ ये तुम्हारी पढ़ाई के लिए और तुम ऐसा कर रहे हो. My father said this. Sir, I'm not studying. Father said, keep it in mind, this part of the brain. Tomorrow I have to submit my project, keep it in this. That's how successful people are. And here, you are here not to study. You are here to achieve success. These are two different things. Don't think I'm advertising this place because they have invited me, given a nice potted plant and something. No, that is the truth. The college and university days are the starting point of your successful life if you see it in that way. If you don't see, college चलते हैं यार, बड़ा हो गया है, जो कुछ भी करना है, करो. Successful not. It's not easy, my friend. If you read this physics wala, Alak Pandey, I know him very well, brother. He approaches me for some things. You say, अरे ये तो देख लिया 1 घंटे का वीडियो, बस हो गया मेरा, और क्या पढ़ना है? That's not right. Have you understood what he said? Not the formulae, which will be taught in a coaching class. But what does formula means? I can grill you for 1 hour on 3 Newton's laws of motion. And I'm sure 70% you cannot answer. Same Newton's laws of motion, without going to the details. I'll give you an example. Forget about science, astronomy. You all know Hooke's law, elasticity, stress proportional to strain. Have you read it? So there is an object. I stretch it. It is stressed. Because of this stretching, strain occurs. Stress is proportional to strain within the elastic limit, and the proportionality is called the Young's modulus, right? So when I'm stretching it, it stretched, right? It takes some time. On that time, when it is still stretching, is stress proportional to strain? This I have asked to PhD students in physics. Sir, that to kono boye likha nahi. We later come to know it's a 16 factor matrix which defines that. It's called post-stable state. So everything has a depth behind it. Follow it. Your sir and all your sirs and madams are there, definitely there. Because you have realized you are keenly interested, they will go out of their way to tell you. Go here, go there, read this, read that, try to follow this. And if you are not, why they should go for the extra mile? They should say, syllabus ho gaya bhai, abhi placement dekhte hain, acha hoga to bas ho gaya. I'm successful, you are happy. You have to extract that effort from them. And I'm definite they will rise up to this situation. Except couple, not here. I know teachers also. Don't ask questions. They will also do. But if you are born, you have to die, stars die in different ways, depending masses, I've had 1 hour, 5 minutes now. Just another 5 minutes. Stars die in different, I'm feeling hungry. Stars die in different ways depending upon their masses. Stars whose initial mass is 1 to 8 times the mass of Sun. How will they die? Sun. It is alive because it is burning hydrogen and helium. How much hydrogen? If you do a small calculation, you can show Sun will be burning hydrogen to helium for another 500 crore years, 5 billion years. After 500 crore years, when all the hydrogen gets into helium, the thermonuclear fission reaction will stop, outward pressure will stop, radiation will stop, but gravity is there. Sun will shrink. As the sun is shrinking in the outer place, periphery, there is still a huge amount of hydrogen remaining. Because of contraction,